So I'm seeing all the police, like, and I'm seeing cars and police running. They flash. Like, I'm just seeing all type of motherfucking shit. So I'm like, damn, now I'm nervous. Nigga, what nigga you know don't want to go to jail? I don't want to go to jail, my nigga. So yeah, I'm nervous about this shit. Right. Plus, I got this bag.
They got all kind of shit in it.
Got all type of shit. Got a pistol, got weed in it, all type of shit. So it's like, nigga, I can't. And I'm on the run already. I'm on the run from my PO.
Double trouble.
You know what I'm saying? So this is a new case plus whatever time now you finna get me.
Right.
So we went through all that. Some older girl came out the house next door. And I'm like, man, the police still around. She like, the police everywhere. What you do?
Right.
I'm like, I ain't do nothing.
Lying like a motherfucker.
Lying like a motherfucker. So the lady like, you could come in my house. So I jump over the porch. Now by this time they took Bird already. Right. Ain't no more tussling or nothing in the backyard.
Right.
So I go in the lady crib. It's her and her nigga. So the nigga, I sit down. She like, you can have a seat or whatever. I drink some water and shit. I'm out of breath. Right. I'm drinking the water. So the nigga asked me like, oh, what's in the book bag? So immediately when he asked me what's in my book bag, it's like, oh, he gonna try to take my shit.
Right.
If I tell him or I don't tell him. You know what I'm saying? You asking. It's curiosity. Now the police looking for me.
Right. He know what's happening. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a shorty. You grown. Right. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, man, ain't nothing in my book bag. Why you asking what's in my book bag?
Right. How old was you?
At this time, I was 15.
15. Okay. I was
15. It was in 2000. Yeah. So it's like, think about it, my nigga. Everything I just told you was in 2000. Yeah. Everything I told you was in 2000. So it's all back to back shit. Yeah. So I'm like, man, look, I'm finna I got the revolver on me. I got a 32 revolver. We found this in the Philly.
Right.
I got the 32 revolver, bro. You not finna take nothing from me, my nigga.
Facts.
I don't care what you talking about, whatever. I'm like, man, I'm just finna hit it, man. I'm out of here. The police gone already. If they catch me, they catch me. Right. At this time, bro, they'll live on 39th and Garfield. I just got to get over here. That's the only thing I got to do. I get over here, I'm safe. I'm good. So she like, no, you ain't got to go nowhere. I said, no, I'm out of here. So I'm standing at the front door because they lived upstairs. So I'm standing at the bottom of the front door and I'm looking. But I'm still seeing police creep through alleys and shit. So she was like, the police still out there. You can't go out there. Right. I said, no, man, fuck that. I'll take my chances. I just got to get around the corner. I'm on 38th already. I'm on 38th and Louis. I just got to get around the corner.
Right.
Man, I take off. Make it to this motherfucker though, but I'm paranoid. Air car here, air car I see, my nigga. I'm thinking it's the police.
Right.
So when I get there, I'm like, damn, Bird gone, whatever. I go home. I ain't supposed to stay home because I know my PO been sending the police to my house every day, sending it to my mama's house every day.
Right.
And I end up getting high. And I remember talking to my little brother. We sitting in this room talking to him. I end up falling asleep. The next morning, they woke up. He like, bro, the police at the door. And I'm like, damn, you ain't going to school today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, in order for them to get in, my nigga, I got to open the door. You got to leave to open the door, my nigga. So I'm like, you ain't going to school today.
Right.
He cool with that anyway. At this time, my mom's was work. She was at work. Or she was some motherfucking where. She was somewhere. Either she was at work or she was some motherfucking where, but she ended up coming home. The police staking out in the back in the alley. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no police in the front. It's one of them gloomy ass rainy days.
Them the worst days, ain't it?
Man, bro, they even do anything, go to jail or whatever.
Jail days.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them sad days. Yeah. Like some trouble coming. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what kind of trouble, but it's coming.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something finna impact your life.
Yeah.
So when she came in, I explained to her like what was going on. So she was like, I told bro he can't go to school. We don't open the door. So she like, all right, that's cool. Go in the room and go to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know Miles ain't gonna open the door. Miles has been in jail and all type of shit. You ain't coming in this motherfucker. Right. Ain't cool. Man, she ended up dozing off in the living room, man. My motherfucking pops, dog, opened the motherfucking door. And he used to be one of them motherfuckers that never said who is it. And he opened the door. All I know, I woke up, dog, the police had all on top of me, flashlights in my face, tussling me, roughing me up. I'm like, damn. Right on my brother's bed. My brother right beside.
Right.
So it was like, then Bear walked me out, and this was like the crazy part about it, because you act like I killed the motherfucker, bro. They put me in belt shackles, put shackles on my motherfucking leg, bro, and had to walk me down the block. So while we live in the middle of the block, you know where we live at. Yeah. We live in the middle of the block. Man, they walked me all the way to Lloyd. Walked me all the way to Lloyd, nigga. I'm talking about shackles on my ankles. I'm talking about cutting into me, all type of shit, because, you know, motherfucker thinking I got a gun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers all on time. That's why they own me. Get your hand from under the pillow, all this other shit. So basically, like, nigga, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to pop
your ass. Right.
So we went through all that. That's when I did my stretch. I do the stretch.
And what was the stretch? How long
I think that was like 16 months.
Yeah.
That was like 16 months. But I was in there fucking up, though. You know, fighting. I'm being me. You know what I'm saying? I took the street mentality. Only thing they took from me was the guns. They didn't take my hands.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So going through all of that shit, it's like, I'm adapted to it already. I've been doing this since I was 9.
Right. What was your relationship like with your mom?
Oh. So it was hard because, and the reason I say it was hard though, because we had the same mentality. I got her anger. I got her shit talking like I am her. Right. So it's like we always bumped heads. Mm-hmm. Like we always bumped heads. And that shit was so like, it was loving though. Like it was loving as hell though, because I'm the only one cursing. My baby brother or my big brother wouldn't curse in front of her, no nothing. I'm cursing to where she's slapping the shit out of me. Like she own me. You know what I mean? And throwing ashtrays at me and shit. I'm like, I don't get no fuck. Right. I'm out of here.
Rebellious as a motherfucker.
Rebellious as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's my baby. Just like I know I'm her baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we always got to the point to where people was like, yeah, Marcus the golden child. Marcus can't do no wrong in Edna's eyes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like my baby brother, she used to whoop his ass. I get whoopings too, but not like him. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he following me. Mm-hmm. My big brother, you know, he doing him. He ain't in the streets. He don't do nothing. He play basketball and play video games. Right. So he was always over my auntie house. So it was always me and my baby brother with my mama 24/7. Right. So when my big brother got older, he started venturing out, going out of town and shit. So he go back to Illinois and all this shit, dealing with our family. Right. My uncles and shit. I go out of town, dealing with them and shit. I'm out of town getting in trouble. I'm stealing out of stores and stealing people weed plants and shit, smoking weed in the basement, motherfuckers telling on me and shit like that. So like, they won't let me come out there no more. Right. You know what I mean? So it's just me and my mama. You know what I'm saying? My baby brother, he didn't want to go nowhere, so it was all us. Right. So we was close to that. So when we didn't have the food or whatever, like it was like a wild time, dog. We used to go shoveling snow, cutting grass on Grant Boulevard and shit to make money. You know what I mean? Right. So it was a wild ass time, man. This one lady, man, she had refrigerators on her porch, but she had a closed-in porch, like a sun porch. Yeah. And I remember me and my little cousin, man, had no food in the crib. How we went over there, dog, and we took everything out that lady freezer. Refrigerator, we took everything. And she had it was so crazy because she had coolers and shit, like beach coolers and shit. Yeah. We just stuffing that shit in there to the point the top one closed. And we pulling this motherfucker through the alleys. And I know this Grant Boulevard. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? We got to get all the way to 41st and Lloyd.
It's not a stretch if people don't understand, especially when you're doing some shit you ain't got no business doing.
And as shorty. And this shit heavy as hell. So we pulling it together. Shit falling out. We like, bro, we ain't leaving nothing. Right. We took this shit. We keeping this shit. You know what I'm saying? No, man, fuck that. Pick that meat up, nigga. We out of here. You know what I'm saying? This in packages, but nigga, we out of here. So my aunts come home and she like, where the fuck all this food come from? And I remember like yesterday, I told my mom, I said, "Mom, don't worry about nothing that you don't know about." You know what I'm saying? Because she asked me like, where, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, mama, don't ever worry about it. Because I know what I'm doing gonna hurt you. So don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, let me do me. So when it got to that point, though, she was like, I mean, you grown. Right. Man, just don't disrespect me. Oh, shit. So I moved it when she gave me, that was like, my nigga, I'm finna unclip you. I'm finna clip your wings, don't do you.
Don't do what you gotta do, right. Do your thing.
So every time I hit a lick, every time I got some money, niggas, this went back in the day, they didn't have the cars. They had food stamp books and shit. I'm taking motherfuckers food stamps and shit, like, and real cash. Right. But I don't want to do the food stamps. So in order not to get my ass whipped for staying out late with you niggas, I get her like, mama, look what I found. Motherfucker, no, I ain't found no whole motherfucking brown envelope full of food stamps.
You gonna do that shit for so long that I found this shit.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So then that's when she started figuring it out. And she like, whatever you doing, you better be careful.
When it come to you doing what you was doing, what was you best at? I mean, I know you was all around with it, but what was the one thing like, yeah, this
bro, knocking niggas out.
Yeah. One here to quitter.
What?
Famous 1 2. The famous 1 2, man. I remember that shit very, very, very well. You know what I mean?
I mean, if I had to say anything like that was, I mean, because that's what got us by.
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, you know what I mean? For me and a lot of other individuals, you know what I'm saying, in the family, it was like, shit, when Marcus come around, man, motherfucker got a little more pep in their step. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Niggas chest it out a little bit.
We gonna get into something.
Because I know bro got a motherfucker back. I know he gonna get down with the get down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it felt like it was like the protector, shit, nigga, the goddamn enforcer. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm older than you, big brother type feel, because you know, no, you ain't finna do nothing to my niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was a heavy impact. But along the way, you went away for a while, a long fucking while. So can we get into that of what happened to where you had to go do that stretch, that real stretch, not that 18-month shit, but that 18+ year stretch?
I don't know. It was more advanced. It was the more shootings, the more me getting shot. I think it's like the more bad shit happened to me, the tougher it made me.
Yeah.
So like once all that shit happened, and then all the big niggas on the block start getting killed off and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? So it made motherfuckers think and feel like 41st and 42nd wide open. We can come over here and do this and that and the third.
No, you can't.
Like, no, my nigga, no, we was trained, nigga, to make sure that this don't happen. You know what I'm saying? To where we fucking up our own grown people. We demonstrate on our own grown people and doing us. So, man, I started robbing motherfuckers. After niggas started stripping me so much, I just started robbing motherfuckers. Like, it was what it was. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't having no paper, no none of that shit, but it's like when a nigga did have some dope, my nigga, you take my last, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know how to stack and keep stacking. Like, we spun money, we see something we like, we bought it. You know what I'm saying? Now we got to figure out how we gonna re-up again.
Get some more.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how that shit was. So, I started getting involved in that. But then I became good at that. Like, I became good at, bro, on my life, I'll take this and I'm going to pop you, like, behind it. So it started from just me. Then I ended up meeting these other niggas that I ain't know. They were not from the ghetto, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So ended up meeting these other niggas and shit. And, you know, I met one first. He bring another nigga on. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden it's a clique now. It's a clique outside the hood. You know what I mean? Which made the hood mad at me because the motherfucker like, bro, you getting money with other niggas and not us. And I'm not showing up in the hood like I normally would. Yeah. Like, this our stumping ground. Nigga, we be here for niggas sun up, sun down, rain, sleet, and snow. Right. So it's to the point where motherfuckers calling me. I remember one time Ike called me. Like, bro, you coming to the hood today? I'm like, shit, I'll be over there because I want to get some weed and shit. Motherfucker like, no, motherfucker trying to kick it and shit or whatever. Right. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm on something. So, bro, I'm stripping niggas, doing this, that, and the third. And I remember the incident. The guys, man, we bought guns. And, well, I bought guns. Some older nigga robbed the gun store. We bought the guns. And the little niggas them get the guns. So they doing what I'm doing. Right. You know what I mean? It's just the only thing I can say is like, bro, be careful. Mm-hmm. So they end up robbing the DA. Terrible. So when they robbed the DA in Washington Park and shit, it was like everything hit differently now. Yeah. Because it already my name ringing that I'm responsible for numerous armed robberies. Right. Where people getting beat with pistols, getting popped, and getting their shit took from them. Exactly. So where it got so big though, it was on the news. Yeah. So it's like they came and got me. And they didn't come and get me just on the strength like, oh, well, we know he over here, or they came and got me because a nigga that I called my friend, nigga, called the police on me. Not knowing that, like, the day, so I got bumped July 21st, my mama's birthday, 2004. And that was, I think it was the 19th. He was in the car smoking. And the train pulled up, you remember the train. Yeah. So the train pulled up and they bumped him. But at this time, my name ringing already. Right. So everybody that in that vicinity get bumped off, they asking about Big Marcus. Man, right. man, you know what I'm saying? Big Marcus this, Big Marcus that. To the point it was like when niggas got caught with guns, they like, we know Big Marcus gave that to you. Right. When I didn't, you know what I'm saying? So the nigga called the police. I ain't even see the nigga statement. So the nigga called, I ain't even know he called the police initially. And I just like, I remember it because I was drunk as a bitch. I had popped like 3 or 4 pills, did a half a fifth of Remy, smoked plenty weed, and
I try to tell you niggas about them pills, boy. That shit, hell no.
But it went from dealing with that and going through that, bro. Like when the police came, all I know, I'm talking to my mama at this time. This chick supposedly had a son by me. And I'm showing her the pictures because my mom hadn't seen this. I'm showing her the pictures. But when I heard the police say, hey, Big Marcus, and I looked over my shoulder, I tell my mama, I'm like, listen, they get out, I'm running. Right. Now, I know this her birthday. We threw her a party. You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole bunch of people out here. Man, them motherfuckers, I hear the door like, doo-doo.
Know what that mean?
And it's 5 motherfuckers in one D-Tech, huh? And I tell my mama, I'm like, mama, they out. The whole time, I'm knowing what's going on, but I'm so fucking high. Right. I'm fucked up. I'm high as a bitch because I don't even think that day, if I wasn't fucked up the way I was, they wouldn't have caught me. I made a dumbass decision. Instead of running into the hood, I ran outside the hood to where now I'm vulnerable. I'm in the opening now.
Which way to really turn.
You know what I'm saying? So
as far as being in the hood, you know exactly which corner they hit.
Exactly.
Which
I hit Lisbon. I hit a busy street.
Terrible move.
Man, horrible. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we knew who back doors was open in the hood and everything. Yeah. So that's why I say that day, if I'd have made the right decision, I don't think I would have got caught that day. But I get caught. We fighting out there, you know, guys now shooting to try to get me away. They not like shooting at the police, but they shooting, thinking they're gonna draw the attention to elsewhere and I can get away type shit, whatever. But that shit ain't work. You know, I'm fighting the police and all that shit. So they take me down. They take my baby brother down. Get in that motherfucker. They beat my baby brother up. Like I'm talking about hit him in his eye, swelled his whole motherfucking face up. Now I want to fight the police some more. Right. So we go through all that shit. Get the paperwork. I go to court. I go through the preliminary. I go through the initial appearance. Then I go through the preliminary hearing. Now I'm out of the preliminary. Now it's time to get paperwork because initially the only thing I had was the criminal complaint. Right. Criminal complaint don't tell you nothing but what the victim said. Well, this what they did, this what they took, or whatever. So it don't tell you what people said and did what or whatever. Right. So everybody, when I go to court, it's a stack of paper in front of me, but it's flipped over, so it look blank. Right. So we leave court though. Dog was like the bailiff, like, you ain't gonna take your paperwork. I said, that ain't my paper. That shit all blank. Right. And he flipped it over. Once he flipped it over, it's my motion to discovery. Right. So everybody that made a statement, bro, had they what's the name attached to it. Right.
How you feel when you found out who it was? You know what I mean?
But that's crazy though, because I gotta tell you how I found out. Like I get the paperwork, it's so much paperwork, like my nigga, I don't want to read this shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I got the gist of what's going on already. You know what I'm saying? Because I was there. Right. So, I'm sitting up there, my celly tell me, he like, man, go through your paperwork, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You'll find a loophole anywhere. Right. You got to help your lawyer help you. Right. So, I go through the paperwork and shit. I see the nigga name. I see Jeremy Johns. What the fuck? I got a statement with his name on that phone.
Right. Not him.
No, especially not him. Right. So I read it. And it's like, you told everything. I giving niggas guns with beams on them. Like I ain't never had a gun with no motherfucking beam on it in my life. So what's your mood though? Like what's your purpose of saying this? Or how you with me when he was with my cousin them? I witnessed them rob motherfuckers and all this other shit and take this from motherfuckers, this, that, and the third. I'm like, huh?
Right.
And at the bottom of the statement, what killed me the most was he said, man, I'll do whatever it takes to get him in custody.
Now keep in mind, people, this is a motherfucker that we fed, we clothed, we housed, we looked out for.
This was our brother.
In any endeavor, you know what I'm saying? We made sure that individual was good, but that individual ended up sending bro away for how long?
19 years and 3 months. But this a nigga that said he loved me though, that I was his brother.
Right.
This was him. So it was a gist of it like, fool, how do I deal with this? So the mental part was like, I didn't care about the time you gave me. At the time though, I'm going through the court process, I'm facing 890 years. You know what I'm saying? So when they broke it down, now I'm facing 440. Or for 440, they gave me 35.
Right.
And read everything else in. They read 400 years in. So I ain't doing the time, but they gave it to me. But it's a read in.
Right.
So you really just gave me dinosaur years.
Could you process that at the time? Like, or did you think like, nigga, I don't have to die in this motherfucker. They just gave me
no, that ain't even cross. I swear that didn't never cross my mind.
Right.
That what crossed my mind was, bro, losing my mama.
Right.
Like, bro, like be gone this long, like my mama this age.
Right.
And I know it's issues and everything going on. So it's like that was on my mind and my son, my supposed to be son. Like
time, right.
Like damn, what he gonna do without me?
Right.
So these is the things that I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about me doing the time because remember, like I've been doing time, so I know how to do time.
Right.
So I'm not thinking about that. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna go do these years or whatever. I just ain't never did these years.
Right. What was the first prison you landed? I know you go to Dodge first, you know what I'm saying?
Green Bay.
Green Bay. You
Gladiator School.
Yeah, you catch your time. You in Green Bay, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, remember like yesterday.
Let's say, what was it? Your first day when you get off the bus, van, whatever the case may be, and you see this big ass
brick
cage bar
castle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? What was going through your mind then?
I think that's where nervousness got in though. Like I think that's when I got my most nervousness. Yeah. Like going through the process, like it wasn't worried about it, but I got nervous because it's like, fool, I'm in here with dogs. I know what this is. I'm in here with dogs. Right. So I know how dogs play it. You know what I mean? I ain't in here with my kind. I ain't in here with my kind. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here with all the niggas that over the years we done shredded. We done put belt to ass to these niggas. Like, I'm in here with these niggas now. Right. So now it's niggas clicking up. But I ain't got none of my niggas. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go. Everybody know I'm going to go. But at the end of the day, my nigga, it's like, I don't got my piece. Right. My nigga, you niggas was my piece. I don't got my piece. It's like having it's like having a body of a car with no motor in it. Exactly. Bro, y'all was my body. Y'all was my body. I ain't got nothing else, my nigga. Right. So how we move and groove is just how we move and groove. So having my first day there and really seeing it for what it was, taking me through the process of stripping me out, squatting, coughing, and all this other weird ass shit, and you taking me to receiving was cool because we stayed in. Right. But it's like we can't be around the niggas that's already housed. Right. We gotta go through the process to get where they at now.
Well, how old was you? I know, but
no, at that time I was 21? 20?
20.
I was 20 though, cause hell no. I was 21 because I went when I was 19. So I stayed in the county for a year. So I was 21 because I made it there in 2005. I made it there 2005, August 20th. Yeah. So, yeah, that's when I met. No, that's when I made it to the sale hall. 2005 because I got sentenced July. I went through MSDF. Then I went through Dodge. You know what I'm saying? So them little months that was right there, they had accumulated already to now it's August. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when that time passed, man, I remember the day like yesterday. because I was next door to Monty. And when they sent me to the cell hall, like, George, you just hear like dogs in cages.
Right.
Like, bro, like just a whole bunch of loud ass, everybody talking at one time, and the shit just sound like a blur.
Right.
So I'm just like, damn, and I'm looking as I'm walking down the tier. So I'm on the bottom. I'm in the south. I'm in the south. So they got the north and the south. They only got 2 cell halls, but they got I'm in the front of the south, so it's E F G H. You know what I'm saying? So we go all the way into the ceiling, and then in the back it got the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So they call it the back of E tier and the front of E tier. So I'm in the front of E tier, starting at cell 1. It go to 37, but I'm on the bottom. I'm in the double cell. So G tier and H tier, them single cells.
Right.
I get there, bam, I'm next door to Monty, and we talking, and I remember like it was a nigga me and Monty talking about the shit that happened, how he got bumped.
Right.
And I'm telling him like how I got bumped and going through it. So it was a nigga on the tier, but he was on F tier, yelled down like, "Hey, little dog." Mm-hmm. Like my nigga, like don't be talking like that over the tier. Now I'm not knowing that he
putting you up on
he put me up. He put me up on it, but at the same time, I'm feeling like, nigga, you trying to tell me what to do. I'm in a joint.
Right.
So I go in on it. Bitch ass nigga, when we pop out on the doors roll, my nigga, we can get it on, bro.
Right.
Like, I don't give no fuck about none of that shit, my nigga. So he like, no, man, I ain't on that. So Monty like, man, that's my little cousin, man. like fool, really, he be on that type of shit, though. Yeah. But he explained it to me, but I had to tell dog, like, that's my fault. Mm-hmm. Because just where I come from, my nigga, I know what this is, my nigga. Niggas will try to prey on shit like this, my nigga. I ain't sweet, so I want to set a standard right now.
Right now, right.
Bam. All that shit transpired, happened. I'm going through complications with my daughter. I found out I got a daughter and shit, so like I ain't seeing my baby and going through all of that shit. So it's like, my nigga, I'm in here for myself, bro. It's 2005. I'm in here. Yes, 2005. I'm here by myself. I'm saying my mama out there, she's struggling because I was the strength. I was the help.
Right.
So now I'm playing mental. So I'm literally angry. I'm mad like you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody out here got nothing to do with nothing that's going on personally in my life. But at the same time, I'm mad at the world.
Right. So you in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? What was your mind frame like, or did it ever cross your mind when you 3 years in and you still got a whole nother damn near 17 to go? You know what I'm saying? You seeing niggas coming and going. You know, nigga in there, he only got 18 months, 2 years, and you still got 17 to go. What was your mind frame like that? Dealing with shit like that.
It's like time passing though, because like even then though, you got to think about the gist of everything that's happening. Like my losses. You know what I'm saying? The shit that's pissing me off even more and more. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out of my control. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm free, my nigga, I got shit in my control. Mm-hmm. I control shit. Like that's just me. But at the same time though, like dealing with shit like internally, like it mentally breaks you. So 2 years in, 2007, I think it was like April 27th. I think it was like April 27th. I ended up getting into it. I get into it with this Mexican. What was his name? San Francisco. And he was a Sereno. And I had just got the boss. They put me in the room with him. When they put me in the room with him, everybody, like every settler he had issues with and problems with. Right. Now, no, it's 2007. So I'm moving a little different. I'm moving a little different, you know what I mean? I'm browner. I'm 23.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they out there telling the police, like, man, you better get me out the room with him. Y'all already know all I do is fight. Right. So the police really like egged it on, like, fight.
Right. Go ahead.
Because we ain't moving you. Right. So you do what you want. That's what you want to do anyway. So that's what you do. But whatever. So dog kept me in there for like a week. He kept me in there for like a week. So I ended up getting into it with the Mexican. When I get into it with the Mexican, he's sitting up there reading the magazine and shit. I called him a pervert. So I got into it with him. I called him a pervert.
Why
up there looking at
pervert?
Cause the nigga sitting on his bunk but the nigga, number one, he don't know how to read. So you got a magazine in your hand that you gotta read. But all along in the magazine, he got like pictures out of like the Vibe magazines of like the swimsuit models and everything. So he really up here just lusting, just staring at this motherfucker on the top bunk.
Right.
So I get up to go to the back of the cell to piss. And I'm like, man, what you looking at? I'm knowing the reason I asked him that because I know he can't read.
Right.
So I end up looking up in the book. I'm like, fool, you a perv. Right. Bro, don't call me no perv. Don't call me no perv. So that's like how I get into it with him. So they end up moving me. Like a week later, they end up moving me and shit. Put me in a room with this other little nigga and shit. So when I get in that room, in 2006, I end up getting into it with an IG nigga. And like I beat the fuck out of him. That was my first time ever going to the hole. I beat the fuck out of him. They gave me 120 days in the hole. And they put me next door to his guys now. And the nigga was like, what they call you? Little white dude. Like, what they call you? And I'm like, man, I'm HB. So he say, oh, bro, you got into it with my guy. I say, who is your guy? He say, Wacko. I say, nigga, fuck Wacko.
Right.
And I walked off from the door. Ain't nothing to talk about no more. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga came back like 5 minutes. No, he said, what he said was, bro, don't say that about my guy. I said, bro, I ain't finna be talking to you open no doors, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I walked off. The nigga came back like 5 minutes later. He's like, AHB. I'm like, what's up? He's like, don't you call my guy, bitch? I said, hey, listen, fool, we finna go to dinner. The doors finna roll in a minute. We finna go to dinner.
Right.
Bro, holler at me when we pop out, my nigga. Mm-hmm. Hey, we doing too much talking now, my nigga. So now I already see you trying to gas yourself up to get on that type of shit. Right. At this time, these niggas SDs. Damn. But it was all a distraction. Or everything that's going on is all a distraction, but I didn't figure it out until after it happened. Go down there so my niggas didn't click up with me. When my niggas didn't click up with me, my niggas had already beat them white boys up already. So he's like, bro, you ain't finna fight them, my nigga, fuck them. So all my niggas come and get me out the way, because as soon as he's don't roll, I'm finna knock him right out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't finna prolong the shit. Long story short, we go down to the chow hall. I'm thinking I'm the last person in line. The chow hall go all the way around. No, you gotta think about it. It's like 90-some people in the chow hall.
Right. So
we go around and shit. I get my tray. So it's like the stools, it usually be 4 people sit at the table, but one of them was a handicap, so they didn't have a stool there for a wheelchair motherfucker. And I go to set my tray down and shit. I sit down. Now, no, this is what made me change my whole mental how I sit in the joint. I'm sitting on the stool, got the pole right attached to the table to hold it up, and I'm sitting correctly up under this motherfucker. So I can't move because the pipe between my legs, so I can't move and groove or whatever. That's what made this situation made me change the way that I sat at every table that I sat at. So I sit down, I hear Trey slam against the ground. Remember, thinking I was the last one standing.
Right.
Trey slam against the ground, so I immediately get alert. When you go to Chowbar, you gotta be alert because you don't know who out here.
Right.
You don't know who feels some type of way up or whatever type shit like this. So you gotta always be on guard, going to chow, going to rep, because this is where everything happened at.
Right.
Or going through the rotunda and shit. So when the Trey slam, I looked up. And when I looked up, bro, I just felt the motherfucker, bro, hit me in the back of the head. But the nigga had whatever a pen or whatever he had. So he tried to stab me and punch me at the same time. And he stabbed me in the back of my neck.
Right.
When he did it, it's like, you should have just tried to stab me. You should have tried to punch me and stab me too. So the shit really just took a chunk off me. When it took the chunk off me, I grabbed him, I pieced him up. Now, no food all on the floor, so we slipping and slide.
Right.
But every time I hit this nigga, I swear to God on my dead mama, I'm putting a knot on his head every time I hit him.
Right.
The police jump on my neck. I'm thinking it's his guys. I'm thinking they jumping me now. So now I'm mad at all my niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Only one nigga, and he was a BD. Named Eric Long. This is my nigga. Right. When the nigga initially did that shit, and I pieced him up and I picked him up and slammed him on the table, my nigga BD take off on him. And he sat down.
Right. Just to get a motherfucker up off
you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he ain't know, only thing you seeing is blood. But the whole time the nigga swinging, right, he's slicing I'm thinking he's swinging, and like just punching at me. Right. But the whole time he's stabbing me and slicing me.
Right. How many times you get hit?
13.
Shit.
Like all punching wounds. So it's like, when I went to they took me to the house. Ever they like, man, you know he stabbed you. I didn't even know he stabbed. Like he ain't stabbed me.
Right.
Like hey, she did. You know what I'm saying? Like you back down here again. This how that conversation. You back down here again for fight? Right. I'm like, yeah, like when you was fighting, I'm like the child. It was like he stabbed you.
Right.
But the police end up picking it up. You know what I mean? So now I'm going through that. They gave me a 180 for that, bro, with a transfer. They said I excited to ride. Fighting, disobeying orders.
Tell the people what a 180 is that don't know.
Man, with half a year.
Where?
In the hole.
Oh. 180 days in the hole.
All solitude. Kicking, banging, shit smelling, people throwing shit, smearing shit on themselves. Like,
right.
Like everything.
And this shit still ain't breaking your mental.
No. And that's fucked up. It's shocking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's shocking as a bitch. Like, bro, you are playing your shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you smearing shit all on the vents to where, like, that shit coming in everybody else's room, too.
Right.
You know, throwing shit on the police, throwing piss on the police. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's funny to me. Like, bro, because I can never do that shit. Bro, I can never pick my own shit up, my nigga, and do nothing with my shit, bro.
Right. So, you knocked down to 180. What part of your life where you was like, I gotta change some shit? You know what I'm saying?
It was after my mama died.
Care to walk us through that? Them feelings, that undescribable hurt, knowing that you in the box. You know what I'm saying? Your OG transition.
No, I wasn't even in the box. When my mom died, like I wasn't in the box.
Yeah.
It was like just getting that out the blue motherfucker coming to your room and popping your cell door.
Right. Like what the fuck?
Like what the fuck? No, what the fuck going on? Like
right.
what's up? And the motherfucker telling you like, man, put your shoes on and come out here. When you tell them up when the motherfucking police come to your door and do that, my nigga, you finna go to the box.
Right.
So I'm at resistance. I'm like, man, what the fuck I do?
Right.
He like, grab your ID. No, matter of fact, when I asked him, I said, you want me to grab my ID? He was like, you don't need your ID. Every time we exit our room, we gotta have our ID.
Right.
But now you telling me I don't need it. So now I know I'm going to the box. So when we come on the tier, going down the stairs, and he was like, man, you want to talk to your brother? Now, no, we just left day room. Right. If I wanted to talk to my brother, I'd call my brother. And he going in his uniform pocket and shit to get the number. And I'm like, man, what's going on, man? What's this all about? So now at this time, I'm thinking something happened to Clout.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
shout out to Clout.
You know what I'm saying? This the brother that's out here. You know what I'm saying? My big brother in jail.
Right. So
he like, and I can't call him.
Right.
So this the only brother you can be talking about. So he going there, he just dialed the number, just set the phone down and walked out. I'm steady asking him, man, what the fuck going on?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you know something, tell me or whatever. The man ain't saying shit. He ain't said not a word. Pick the phone on, like, bro, what's happening? What's going on? It's just to hear him, like, and break, like, bro, his mama. Like, mama gone, bro. Like, I'm like, nigga, you lying, nigga, not my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the first thing that really hit a nigga. Like, nah, my mama, bro. My mama said she ain't gonna never leave us, bro.
Right.
And bro, like just even like feeling that shit, like my mental changed, bro, but my mental changed for the worse. Like it's like, bro, this is my heart and my soul, my nigga. So
how many years in to this bed on that?
4.
You still got a whole nother stretch to go.
I still got I got 2024 to go.
Right.
So it's like I'm looking at this shit and I'm just like, and it's unbelievable. My mama a vegetable.
Right.
Like my mama really a vegetable. Like my mama really gone. So when I shake up out of there, I go to the room. It's like I never had the breaking moment. I never broke because in there, my nigga, you can't break.
Right.
You become vulnerable now, my nigga. A nigga saying the weakness of you, they gonna manipulate. They gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna feed off of that shit. So it's like, bro, they gonna hold on to all this shit. So then they end up giving me a 360. They gave me 360 days in the hole. They gave me 360 days in the hole. Wow. They call it an 8 and 360. They said I was fucking with the police. They said I was fucking with this guard. This lady, they ain't had nothing, no nothing, but they said I was. Right. And found me guilty of it. They said it was later exchange, told me to write and all of this shit. And I write, don't none of the handwriting match my shit, but I still get an 8 and 360. So the eight days is adjustment. I mean, you can't have nothing in your room. Right. Only thing is just you, a bed, and a sheet. Right. Cover, pillow.
It's not.
So, like, I'm going through the notions, and I'm like, okay, you got me guilty. Right. You know what I mean? Now these thoughts bouncing off my head. Now I'm feeling this hurt. I'm feeling this pain. Because I'm here. Right. Now I'm thinking about my mama. Bro, solitude, you ain't got nothing to do but think. You got nothing to do but think. Right. So your thoughts bouncing off of every wall in this motherfucker. Floor, ceiling, everything. It's just bouncing. And like I shed the tears when I got that call. But it's like I really shed the tears like to the point to where I got my face in the pillow because I don't want to hear no motherfucker hear my sighs and all that shit, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm in the hole. It's quiet as a motherfucker. So at nighttime, it's the more, because in the daytime, bro, it's all the commotion, the banging, the clicking of the traps and all this shit. So it's like now I got these, it's quiet time and I'm down.
Got them thoughts.
And them thoughts there.
Yeah.
It's just one memory like my mom's like, that's there like, damn, okay. This shit really happened. Right. So I'm adjust. So mentally I was like, nigga, fuck everything. Fuck everything. When I get out on my life, I'm on that with everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm building myself. I'm finna slide on this nigga. I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third, all this shit. And to the point where it was like, I did the 360. So like I was saying, the eight days is just for you don't got shit. So your 360 don't start until you do them 8 days. Right. So you gave me over a year, 3 days over a year in the hole.
What was that like for you? Just waking up every day knowing you in this motherfucker. Ain't no moving around, ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
I did it before, so it didn't bother me. I did whole bits. The 120, first time I ever go to the box. Right. The 180, you know what I'm saying? The little 90 days in the hole and shit. So I know the hole, you know what I mean? Right. It's just the point that you gotta adjust to where you not got your own canteen. You ain't got no TV, you ain't got no radio, you know what I mean? You just got books to read and you got papers in your room and shit, pictures and nails, and you only getting 20 pictures out of 50 pictures that you got, you know what I'm saying? Or 10 pictures out of 50 pictures that you got. So every day you just study looking at the same picture. So when they bring it to you, they like, man, pick the 10 you want. So you pick the most important 10 up out of this motherfucker. Right. And you just going through it and you looking at it, you going through it, so it's like, okay, I'm on to that. Okay, I'm over that now. Right. Now I'm in the midst with all these niggas doing stupid shit. So y'all my entertainment now. Y'all taking my mind away from shit. Niggas trying to crime through traps. Niggas trying to fight the police through traps. Niggas throwing shit, throwing piss, getting suited up on it, getting popped with tasers and paintball guns and mace and shit. Like, y'all my entertainment. So it get me through until they sent me the Bosco bill, which was Supermax. Yeah. And when I get there, that was a whole nother ball game for me. Cause I'm still doing this 8 and 360. And I get there, it's like, whoa, fool, I'm in Supermax.
Shit a little different.
Yeah, this shit hit different. It hit different as a bitch, so I'm here.
Right. How much time you doing Bostonville?
I did a year in Bostonville. Because I got that time in March. I got that shit, matter of fact, March 10th, 2008. Yep, I got that shit March 10th, 2000. No, it wasn't. It was 2009. March 10th, 2009, I get that time. Because it's right after my mom's died. My mom's died in December. I caught that. I went to the hole in February. They heard my ticket in March 10th. Then they sent me to what they called the jungle, which was in Columbia. That's when I was in Portage. Yeah. And because they had transferred me out of Green Bay when the stabbing shit happened and said I decided to ride and all that shit. Right. So they moved me. When they moved me there or whatever, I adjusted there, bam, I'm jamming, I'm doing me or whatever. And I'm getting involved with the gang shit and all this shit. So I leave there. I go to the hole. Dude, like, come to me like, man, listen, you gonna either tell me what I want to know about the lady, or I'm gonna send you the Bosco bit. I'm gonna send you Supermax. And I'm like, listen, I can't tell you nothing that I don't know. And if I did know something, I still couldn't tell you. So you gonna have to do what you gotta do.
Right.
He like, man, I took all the paperwork that you had in your property. I took it home. I read everything in there. I went over everything in there. I said, but what you accomplished? That you just took my paperwork home?
Right.
That's all you accomplished. Like, well, I'm gonna send you the Bosco bill. I said, come on, where the bus coming? So it was May 17th. They summed me though. Like, bro, for me to remember all these dates, you know what I mean, my nigga, you can see.
You're supposed to, because it's them traumatic times, and you know what I'm saying?
And these the shit that's on my head. Yeah. Man, go through this shit, get there, get in the rooms, I'm doing me. And I mean, that time wasn't really hard there, though. Then they sent me back to Portage.
Where you get released from?
The Chinese Center.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying before you got to the Chinese, when you got the word, like, okay, you at the door now. You know what I'm saying? What joint was you in before you get to the Chinese Center? Where was you at?
This place called WRC.
WRC. What was that like when you realized, like, okay, shit, I'm about to get released to the Chinese Center, so shit, I'm damn near 1 foot home already. You know what I mean? What was that feeling like for you?
That anxiousness, that nervousness. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom's not here. This was my safe ground. This was who kept me grounded. So, like, that love not there. Like this love she give me, like, everybody love me, but, you know what I'm saying? It's like this love. Right. Every time I went to jail and came home, she was right there. Right. So the thought of not having her there, that shit scared me. That shit scared me. Like, bro, her dying was the first time that I swear to God that I ever felt like I was scared. Right. It took for her to die for me to be scared. And I ain't gonna lie to you niggas, like, I felt like I told Clark that shit too, like fool, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'm scared to come home. Right. But it's the points to where, bro, you got to reflect with yourself. So I motivated myself. I put all these thoughts in my head, all the shit that my mama would tell me. Everything that I knew that I supposed to did, how I supposed to move, how I supposed to groove. So when I got down to the training center from WRC, I only went to WRC for like 4 or 5 months because I just did a program to get me down to the training center. Right. But the whole time I'm in the notions of filing for early release. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm nervous because I'm seeing all these niggas around me filing for the same shit, but getting turned down. Right. Exactly. They getting turned down. And it's like, now I'm discouraged. Mm. I'm discouraged as a motherfucker. They ain't giving that to motherfuckers in like Racine, Kenosha, Milwaukee. They only giving it up to the motherfuckers in Stephen Point, Warsaw, all the white motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? So, and true, that was, but it wasn't at this time. That's when they first started offering a motherfucker 85, 75%. Yeah. They was doing that. But now it's a new era and a new time, and they done changed the whole policy of motherfuckers doing this and that, you know what I'm saying, to get out early.
Crib, yeah.
Bam. So I go through it, get to the training center, hire the lawyer and shit. So we going through the notions. You know, so I went through one lawyer before this, my lawyer that got me home. Through another lawyer, the lawyer took my money, played me, didn't do nothing, didn't file nothing, didn't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? So, and that shit right there had me heated because now it's like, fool, how am I come up with the rest of it? How am I come up with some more money to pay another lawyer? Right. I done gave you everything I got now. So I'm calling everyone. I'm calling all y'all. Bro, I need this. I need a couple of dollars. I don't give a fuck what it is. Just so I can.
What year was this?
This was 2022. 23. Yeah, 23. So, and it's like, I'm going through it, but then it's like a lot of money ain't come through. So I'm like, damn, I'm panicking now. Right. I mean, I ain't even finna go home. Like, I'm panicking like a motherfucker. Like, the money came through, it fell through. So when it fall through, put the paperwork in. Lawyer come see me, put the paperwork in. And she like, I ain't never did this before. So this is another scary. Right. You ain't never did this before?
You got my freedom in your hand.
Yeah, it's like, you ain't never did this before? Right. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? She like, but just believe in me, though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just believe in me. And she did her research. She learned it all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Candace. And she did her research, and when she did this shit, bro, they granted it. They granted. I'll never forget.
Surprised the fuck out of you,
man.
right?
It was May 5th. I get the paperwork. They said release them within 30 days of the date on this paper. So I'm supposed to get out before June 5th or by June 5th.
Right.
Now I know this 2023. I'm like, damn, man, go to work. Because I'm working outside, like outside the jail. You know, I'm working a real job.
Yeah.
And leave up out of there, come back. It's a Tuesday. Social worker called me in her office. Gave me a piece of paper that said, something wrong. Like, they not releasing you. They said that your concurrent time don't generate your release. Right. I said, but the paper say release me within 30 days.
Right, period.
You know what I'm saying? So, bro, they made me go through the whole process all over again.
Damn.
So now it's June. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm like, damn, I might get a different judge. I might get a different DA. Motherfucker shitting on me. Because already the first DA, when they granted it to me, shitted on me.
Right.
I'm talking about like literally sent me a motherfucking 5-page motherfucking note telling me all the reasons why I'm a menace to society. I'm a threat to the community. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really been telling myself the only reason that I even took these programs was to manipulate the system to get out and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I go back in. Candace like, no, we ain't giving up.
Right.
You know what I mean? They want to play hardball, we gonna play with them. So bad they did the thing all over again. And I get the same judge.
Right.
I get the same judge, a black man named Danielle Shelton, branch 43. No, I said 43, branch 40. On my line, I get her. And when I get her, they gave me a different DA. Same fucking way the first DA came at me. It's the same way that DA came.
By the book, then.
It ain't in the public interest to release him before his time is up.
So if you didn't get the quote unquote early release, when would have been your release date?
July 17th of 2024.
Yeah.
But when they gave it to me, that was it.
Right.
That was it though. Like, now I know I'm going home. They gave me the news on the Tuesday. Man, that Friday, my nigga, I walked out the door.
Right. You're gonna back up a little bit. So before you walk out that door, what's going through your mind? Like what you gonna do when you get back out to the free world? You know what I'm saying? What was your process of, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, A, B, and C?
Oh no, I had enough time to sit down. You know, some people wait until they got like 18 months to 12 months, you know what I'm saying, a few months to try to figure it out.
Right.
Like through the whole process of me knowing like 3 years before I'm finna come home, before I can even file to come home, I'm mentally preparing myself already. Right. Man, this is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta do. My most important thing at the time was like, bro, I gotta build this relationship with my daughter. I haven't been there all her life. I went to prison when her mama was 6 months pregnant. Right. So I gotta build this relationship. I gotta mend this bridge type shit.
Right.
So I can't come back here. I'm not coming back here. Right. So what I mentally gotta do. So, you know, with the trades that I took for like doing the detailing in the cars and all that shit, like I got it. Okay, bam, this is my plan. So I'm gonna open up a car wash.
Right.
So now I already got my plan. The just coming up with a plan is the easy part. But putting in the work,
right,
that's the hard part.
Right.
When you gotta march on this motherfucker, it's the hard part. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be my foundation.
Right.
But I ain't losing this job that I got or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep this job because this job bringing in G's for me. Like, I'm cool with that. So when I came home with the G's and shit, it's like, okay, how I move? I still got the job. Right. That's number one, bro. When you come out this motherfucker and you don't got no work, you ain't doing nothing, right, you bored, you tend to get into bullshit.
You came home with G's? Give me $20. Let me hold 20. Never mind. We're gonna talk about that off camera.
But even doing that, it's like I already got my wife, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already got how you should say, I got the strong point. the person that's gonna keep me grounded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's balancing me out.
Right.
You got this and you got that. So I'm the street, you the smarts. Teach me what you know, and I'm gonna teach you what I know, so we gonna balance each other out.
Right.
So by me balancing each other out, you keeping me focused, you letting me know certain shit that my mom's will let me know, like, man, fool, chill.
Chill out, right.
You know what I'm saying? Move this way, move that way. So coming into this shit, already mentally was prepared. Like, to never come back to this motherfucking place I just left.
Exactly. So from 9 years old all the way up until last year, you've been in and out, stretch. Tell the people what you got going on for yourself now. From going through all that hell, losing your OG 4 years into your damn near 20-some year stretch. You know what I'm saying? Losing comrades. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers folding on you. Motherfuckers stop answering phone calls.
Right.
Things of that nature. And you get to this point. What you got going on now?
So, like, even when I was down, I learned to write, like, books.
Mm-hmm.
So I started writing books, but I was illiterate to the formation of books in 2006.
Right.
I just liked it because I read a whole bunch of herbal novels, hood shit that interests me. And I'm like, shit, if they can do it, I can do it too. So I started learning. But then I got this book called Books for Dummies.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I read it. And it shows you how to write your own book, your manuscripts, or your movie scripts or whatever. And I started looking at the books, because I'm writing my books at this time when I'm illiterate of it. I'm writing it like it's just a letter. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting the quotes in what this person said, this, that, and the third. It's just everything running together like a letter.
Like a run-on sentence.
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? So once I started really getting it, I got it. 2008, I wrote my first book. It was called Loyalty. I wrote that book in 30 days. It's 127 pages. Then I started working on Loyalty 2. So when it's all said and done, no, now this 2008. Mm-hmm. When I walked out of the prison, nigga, I had 42 books that I wrote from 2008 until I came home. Right. So that's one thing that I got going for myself.
What you gonna do with these books?
Yeah, they going up.
Going up. That's what I'm saying.
So that came along with, plus I took the trade of detailing. Like,
how that's coming along?
It's coming on good. Yeah, it's Wilson detailing. So, like,
you got a number for that?
Yeah, I got a number somewhere.
We gonna get all that in.
But it comes to the point of where it's like, no, the reason I said that though, because I don't give people out my number. I give a different number and shit. Yeah. So, like, it's coming. I just started it. It just been up for like no more than a month and a week. Yeah. But, you know, I do 3-4 cars a day. You know what I mean? So, like, I do the shampooing, carpet, seats, wash the whole car.
What's the prices on that?
Well, for the whole shampoo and everything, as of right now, the price is $125. The wash and do the shampoo. But if you
can eat off the floor when you're done.
And you can eat off the floor when you're done.
That's what's happening.
So, like, for the regular prices, if you don't want no shampoo or nothing or whatever the case might be, for an SUV, $45. For a car, $35. Right. If you just want to wash in a vacuum. Right. That's the prices of that right now. But once shit pick up or whatever, the prices is gonna change.
Right. So you got to get in on that shit right now. You know what I mean? Get up with bro about your detail and shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want a book, reach out to me. I'm gonna get one from him. We meet in the middle on that shit. It's been another episode of FUTV. The FU stands for us, because that's who it's for. Milwaukee. This was a conversation, not no interrogation. How about it?
Love, y'all.
Love.